Hello everyone! This is Running on Empty Food Review! Well, hello ladies, gentlemen, and everyone watching. Welcome one and all to this newest edition of the Running on Empty Food Review series. I'm your host, The Report of the Week. Thank you for checking in. This couldn't have come at a better time. I kid you not. It's like this is one of those instances where the timing, it's like it's beyond perfect. For those of you who are perhaps long-time or very attentive viewers, you may notice that the wall here, right, is barren in a sense. Used to have something hanging up there. Well, it fell down the other day, and I was not the culprit. I have a pet dragon. I thought it was trained properly. Needless to say, it was a bit recalcitrant, and a mishap occurred. Dragon knocked it down. So I was looking on Google. I was thinking to myself, okay, obviously things aren't working out here. How do I train my dragon? And that's when I saw that they actually just released a new How to Train Your Dragon movie. I've never seen it, so I'm assuming this is like a how-to sort of movie or something like that, because, like I said, I need the help. And Burger King, as a matter of fact, is teaming up with How to Train Your Dragon, and they have a special How to Train Your Dragon menu, which it is my absolute pleasure to review here for you today. It will be available for a limited time for about 2 or 3 weeks or so, and I'm going to just quickly power through this whole thing. That introduction, I know that was Hollywood worthy right there. It's not like something just fell off the wall or anything. So let's just get through this fast, and let's just go for it. First and foremost, it is a promotion for a new How to Train Your Dragon movie. They have a new menu, a special Whopper, some mozzarella fries, a drink, and some ice cream for dessert. All are available separately. There is no packaged meal deal here. Understand that. So you have to buy each item separately right now. So, first and foremost, I think the thing that most people will be focused on is the Dragon Flame-Grilled Whopper, which is right here. It's a special burger, special Whopper. However, they also have fiery Dragon Mozzarella Fries. To perhaps cool the flames, they have Soaring Strawberry Lemonade. And then, for dessert, you get this, which is Viking's Chocolate Sundae. So, ice cream, lemonade, a special Whopper, and you get these mozzarella fries. So, if you wanted to buy all 4 of these to get the whole thing, you're going to end up paying around $17 or so. Whopper itself costs $8.50. The mozzarella fries, $3.29. The lemonade is $3.50, so the lemonade costs more than the mozzarella fries, which is amusing. The chocolate sundae is $2. And again, price comes out to around $17.20 or so. So, the branding is there, and we're going to start with the Dragon Flame-Grilled Whopper. Right there, you can see some of the packaging. I'm going to review everything, so like I said, this is going to be quick, but I still hope for it to be accurate. Little dragon branding there. So what is on this Whopper exactly? What does it entail? 1/4-pound beef patty, American cheese, bacon, lettuce, tomato, onion, ketchup, mayonnaise, pickles, and it has a red and orange bun. Now, I preface by saying, checking the latest reviews of the local Burger Kings, none of them seem to have improved any, and some of them perhaps shouldn't even be open at this point, so this is going to be what it is. But, you know, if I essentially received a bag of filth, for lack of a better word, my apologies go out to How to Train Your Dragon, but hopefully this will actually be alright. The bun is cool so far. Whopper, you know, giant onion slices there, but it looks like it has, I think, everything. But I do think that the bun is cool. You can sort of see right there the contrast, the red and the orange on the bun. I don't believe it's supposed to be really flavored any. Maybe they said some spices, perhaps. The mayo. Yeah, it looks like it has everything on it. I'm going to cut it in half real quick as a cross section. And now that it is cut in half, you can just see the interior right there. Very messy. That's just like a big blob of ketchup and mayo. But what I do hope you can see, though, is the fact that the dye in the bun goes all the way through. With that said, let's try it out and see if it's any good or not. And let's quickly get through it. The Dragon Flame-Grilled Whopper from Burger King. It's going in. Alright, I need to be careful whilst holding this because this is a very messy Whopper. You can sort of see, I'd say aside from the bun, mayo is the main focus because boy is there a lot of mayo on this. It was slipping around and very, very slippery, you know, it sort of just falls apart and I'm amazed that it didn't just slip right out of my hands. So, I think the thing that most people are wondering is the bun. Obviously, it does have that sort of color to it, and you can see that the color does go, throughout it. But is there anything to it beside that? Does the bun taste a certain way, etc.? I did not notice any difference in flavor as far as the bun is concerned. Now, that might have something to do with the fact that there's these giant. It's like they put the entire onion on the Whopper and all of the mayonnaise available in the restaurant and just loaded it up with that because biting in, there were some bites where it was almost more liquid than solid because of just how much mayo and ketchup and all of that they just put on it. There really were some bites where it was like that, and the tomato was like extra watery as well. The lettuce was sort of everything. It's like a watery sandwich because of all the condiments on it. Now, is it possible that had an influence? Perhaps. However, I did taste the bun separately, and just if you really want to see, I'll do it again right now. You can sort of see right there. I know it's not totally in focus, but try it out real quick. Bun tastes totally normal. No real spice, nothing fiery about this. It's a standard Whopper. Quality is fair, not something I would particularly. I've had way better Whoppers than this one. I'm just giving you a heads up there. So definitely not something I would rave about. This is the sort of item that I think I would get purely for just the aesthetic purposes, and that would be about it. Just to say, oh, look at the bun. And, again, I wouldn't really enjoy eating this. So, mating it separately. The aesthetic appeal is there. Give credit where credit is due. Slightly overpriced, so $8.50 for it, which is a bit disappointing. So, out of 10, the Dragon Flame-Grilled Whopper, everything just got lost in this watery, sloppy mess. And but again, the bun looks cool, so if you want it for the bun, you get what you wanted at least, and there's that. Out of 10, 6 out of 10. If the bun was just a regular bun that wasn't supposed to have that certain color, it would be lower than that, but, it at least has what you paid for. Fair enough. Next up, the Fiery Dragon Mozzarella Fries. These are supposed to have special branding, but these don't. Mozzarella cheese with spicy fried shell on the outside there, and maybe a chili pepper blend. $3.29 for them. Let's try them out real quick. more enjoyable than the Whopper, in my opinion. Very standard. Taste the mozzarella cheese. You taste the fried outer breading, but there is a noticeable spice that does linger, and a little bit of a spicy aftertaste as well. Definitely a side item. But the spice is there. Basic, but I can't complain at all. Out of 10. 7 out of 10. Let's wash this down now with the Soaring Strawberry Lemonade, which might actually be quite good after having that spicy mozzarella fries. Branding once again on the outside. I do like the graphic design. I think that is pretty cool. I am a fan. See how good it is. Pleasant and refreshing, I would describe it as. It actually is very, and I think the way I sort of timed this out, it actually works nicely. Very nice to follow the fiery Dragon Mozzarella Fries with. Counteracts that spice very nicely. It's cooling, it's refreshing. Kind of drink that I think would be nice to have on like a hot day if you're outside. A nice blend between, sort of that sort of citrus, lemony, that lemon flavor with the strawberry, though, that works very nicely, though, it might be potent, is what I'm trying to get at, essentially. And it might have that sharpness to it, but the strawberry also brings about a little bit of a sweetness, just a general cooling flavor to it that's both pleasant, refreshing, and it combated that spicy aftertaste of those mozzarella fries quite nicely. A little overpriced, if you ask me, though. $3.50 for this. I'm not a big fan of the price, so there's that. However, it's decent, at least. Can't complain there. So, out of 10, going to give the strawberry lemonade, I'm going to give it probably a 7.2 out of 10. Would be slightly higher if the price were a little better, but overall I can't really complain. Finally, I'm running low on time. The chocolate sundae, $2. Vanilla soft serve ice cream. Hershey's chocolate syrup. Black and green cookie crumbles. Let's see if it's an adequate dessert. Sweet but smooth is how I would describe it. Vanilla soft serve is very smooth. Chocolate syrup is there, smooth as well. There's cookie crumbles. It's mostly just like a chocolate cookie sprinkled atop, so you get that chocolate vanilla mix there. Pleasant, though. Pleasant dessert. Can't complain. Rating out of 10, therefore. Give this an 8 out of 10. And with that, had to sort of rush through this because I'm about out of time now. I will mention, I wish this was consolidated into a more affordable meal. Aesthetic appeal is there. The Dragon Flame-Grilled Whopper, though, could be better, in my opinion. Might come down to individual preparation, but all in all, again, aesthetic appeal, you want the red stuff, you want the special bun, you'll get it. Don't expect the highest quality in the world. Pleasant lemonade, pleasant dessert, Mozzarella fries are alright. That's all that I have for you. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm your host, The Report of the Week.